23 Rules to Own Your Life, Lessons from the Street. Listen up. You see the world, right? Rich and poor. It's a fact of life. No arguing with it. Having money. Not having it, it's the basic rhythm of society. This ain't prejudice, it's reality. But have you ever stopped to think? Deep down. That being rich or poor. It all comes back to your habits and your mindset. What's a habit? It's the automatic system running your life. When you get used to a certain way of thinking, a certain way of acting, it's like a hidden program, quietly pulling the strings. And once that program's in, it's damn hard to change it with just willpower. Poor folks? They're used to being poor because their thinking is stuck in old patterns. Rich folks? They're used to being rich because they've got a completely different operating system. These two systems are worlds apart. One only sees limits. The other? It's always chasing breakthroughs. So, if you want to make money, the first and most crucial step is to restructure your damn thinking. You ever notice? Some poor people. It's not because they don't get opportunities. It's because they keep using the same old mindset to face new chances. On the flip side, the ones who make money, they know how to adjust their perception. Break free from old patterns before they act. Changing a habit ain't an overnight thing. It's a complete overhaul of your perception. Making money, at its core, is fighting back against automated thinking. Making money is hard. Investing is risky. You need a good background to succeed. These answers aren't fixed, but we often use old experiences to answer immediately. That's your automatic system kicking in. If you truly want to get rich, you gotta learn to break that thought pattern and reset your perception. The line between rich and poor? It ain't in your bank account. It's in your head. These aren't some empty motivational stories. These are lessons I learned the hard way. From stumbling, failing, and picking myself back up. This is the real dirt on making money. A straight shot from me. Someone who's lived it. Rule 1. The game of payments. Master it or be left behind. This whole damn world is a giant payment system. Every damn thing comes with a price. Payments are the core engine of this world. Learn to see everything as a commodity. Understand its price. Then you'll grasp its value. Some folks say love is priceless. Nonsense. It just has a damn high price. Money? It makes people remember you. It affirms your existence. Those who ain't willing to pay for anything? They get forgotten. Poor folks despise transactions. Rich folks see right through them. Human relationships, at their core, are transactional. Brotherhood, friendship, camaraderie, those are just labels from the past. Ultimately, what truly matters is who's willing to spend money and invest resources in you. The person who truly values you is the one willing to pay the price for you. When you understand human nature, you'll know how to make money. Once you see people clearly, truly grasp their nature, you'll find opportunities in any industry, any field. Rule 2. Your mindset, the ultimate weapon. Poverty isn't lack of opportunity. It's laziness and greed. Deep down, poor folks often share a common trait. They don't want to contribute. They just want to take. They don't want to suffer. They just want to enjoy. They fear real transactions. A transaction is a fair exchange of giving and taking. But poor folks just want to gain. Unwilling to bear the cost. Someone brags they spent $300, or $30, or even just $30. But they never talk about what they actually contributed. That's the ultimate manifestation of insatiable greed. They only know how to haggle, to grasp at every tiny benefit. They'll never truly grow. A healthy mindset? That's the key to a lighter, happier life. If your life is full of pressure and unhappiness, there's only one truth: your mindset is broken. All unpleasant feelings stem from negative emotions, complaining, and pessimism deep in your soul. A negative person? They can't absorb new knowledge. They can't control their own behavior. Their thoughts are chaotic, and they can't make sound decisions. Only those with a positive, healthy mindset can clearly see the road ahead and choose correctly. So, When you find yourself in a negative state, adjust immediately. No matter how hard, how painful, you must persist in improving your mood. Life, at its core, is about controlling your own behavior, not controlling others. How others treat you depends on whether you're excellent enough. If you're strong, people will naturally respect you. If you're weak, they'll ignore you. That's the cold, hard truth of life. Focus on changing yourself instead of trying to change others. Responsibility is the root of all results. No responsibility, no outcome. Responsibility is more important than experience or ability. Take a family. For example, someone unwilling to dedicate time and effort to their family? That's a lack of responsibility. It's not about capability, it's about attitude. When someone has responsibility, they constantly improve themselves and eventually achieve their goals. Maybe not this year, but in 3, 5, or 10 years, they'll get it done. A business is the same. If an employee doesn't finish their work, the deep reason is a lack of responsibility. If they see the job as their responsibility, they'll give it their all. Conversely, if they see it as someone else's problem, they'll find every excuse to shirk it. Responsibility is the standard for judging if someone is trustworthy. And every specific event in life helps you see a person's true nature. Rule 3. The rich man's work ethic, no nonsense. Poor folks make work complicated. Rich folks make it simple and direct. Poor folks often have a complicated, roundabout way of working, full of prerequisites and worries. They make everything messy. Rich folks? We work simply and directly. We know how to focus on the core, prioritize efficiency, and drive for results. The paycheck trap, it's no path to wealth. A lot of guys think getting a monthly salary is the safe choice. But in reality, it's a trap. Building wealth solely on a salary is almost impossible. Because true wealth doesn't come from saving, it comes from large income streams. From big plays. Laziness stems from not being broke enough. Why are some people lazy? Because they can still eat. They aren't truly desperate. When a person can survive by maintaining the status quo, they naturally lack the motivation to change. But real poverty? That's often the result of laziness. If you want to change, you gotta force yourself out of your comfort zone. Leave no escape route. Remember, laziness will make you poorer, and poverty will force you to work harder. Only when you realize this can you fundamentally change your state. Rule 4. Navigating the world, the street smart way. Drop the pride. Get rich. Cling to pride. Stay broke. Life offers two choices. Either you're poor but keep your pride, or you ditch your pride to chase wealth. Learn to yield. It's a power play. Poor folks often have a mentality of not wanting to compromise, easily agitated by small things. They lack long-term vision, logical reasoning, and can't plan for the future. Meanwhile, yielding is a tool to connect people. And those who truly understand human psychology know how to create opportunities for others. And from that, build their own success. How do you share benefits? The essence of sharing benefits is to save your own time. Because time is money. Those who understand how to yield gain more support. Gather more resources. Stop chasing feelings. Start chasing resources. Many people misunderstand social interaction, thinking building relationships is about maintaining emotions. But the truth is, if you have no transactional value, knowing a million people is useless. The purpose of interaction is clear: to secure resources. What you need is an exchange of resources, not meaningless small talk. If a social relationship can't bring transactional value, it's just a waste of time. The so-called network is actually just a misguided concept. Real connections are built on your own capabilities. When you have strong money-making ability, family, love, and relationships will find you. Conversely, if you lack capability, others will want to avoid you. It's a harsh reality, but it's the truth. You don't need to know everyone or own every resource. You just need to spend the right amount of money to solve the problem. For instance, if you're willing to spend $300 to solve an issue, You don't need to run around yourself or build a complex network. Just state your need, and someone will connect you with the right resources and opportunities. We make money because money is a tool to exploit resources and create opportunities. Beyond meeting basic needs, the sole purpose of money is to exchange for resources. Everyone has their needs. The crucial thing is whether you recognize the other person's strong needs, and whether you can pay the price to meet them. If you can't pay or don't want to, nothing will work out. Rule 5. Time and execution, the golden rules. Live in the present. Don't get bogged down in the long haul. Don't worry too much about long-term plans for anyone or anything. Don't worry about 3 years, 5 years, or even a lifetime from now. The future isn't ours. What truly belongs to us is only the present moment. Poor folks often make the mistake of asking, can this job last 3 years? Will it still exist in 5 years? Can it last a lifetime? Long-term planning is necessary. However, this thinking is constrained by limits of longevity, and such words reflect a person's level of understanding. Those who can't control their thinking at a higher level will forever be stuck at a lower level. Execution is the only currency that matters. Many talk about information asymmetry, believing making money comes from information differences. But in reality, the biggest differentiator between people is their ability to execute. The value of information always depends on how you act. Some work half-heartedly. Some persist for 3 months. Some can maintain it for 3 years. This is the difference in execution ability. In this era, what matters isn't how much you know, but how much you do and for how long you sustain it. The truly powerful ones are those who act to get results, not just talk. Stop whining. Start adapting. While you're complaining, the strong ones are already quietly adapting. Negative thinking and bad energy are your biggest obstacles. They bring no benefit, only lead you to a standstill. Life's nature is change, and what we need to do is compete to see who can adapt fastest, who can get into action earliest. Business is tough? Adapt to it. You lost money? Keep adjusting and move forward. Complaining won't solve problems. Only adapting, accepting, facing, and solving them is the real path to survival. Instead of expecting others to understand you, ask yourself if you truly understand yourself. Do you clearly understand your current situation? Don't waste time on negative emotions. Practice daily to adapt to change and elevate yourself. Save time. It's the same as making money. In this fast-paced world, we need to learn how to save our time, not waste it on meaningless things. The first step to saving time is learning to say no. Refusing pointless social engagements, ineffective collaborations, and energy-draining opportunities is how you save and optimize your time. Opportunity is a two-way street. Whether you seize it depends on 2 factors. First, making others clearly see your value. Second, actively demonstrating and asserting your value to complete the transaction. But what's the root of time waste? It's that many people just keep promoting themselves without ever filtering whether the other party is truly suitable for them. This is a lack of direction and highly inefficient. What's the essence of transaction? It's flow. When you have enough flow, opportunities will come to you, and you won't even need to negotiate hard. But if your flow isn't enough, you'll have to figure out all sorts of ways to design marketing strategies and dig for potential customers. At that point, every minute you spend is stretching out the time to succeed. So, the essence of making money is flow. And the core of saving time is also flow. It's like a vast ocean full of food, you'll never eat it all. But if you only live in a small stream, food will be scarce, and you'll have to improve all your survival skills just to exist. To make money, the core lies in how you view your time. Your attitude towards time directly determines the quality of your life. If you waste time on ineffective things, your life will remain ordinary. Conversely, when you focus your time on highly effective, high value to effort activities, success will naturally follow. Rule 6. The wise man's vision, seeing beyond the obvious. A career is the foundation of love. Without it, love's a fantasy. When a career has hope, love lasts. Conversely, If a career has no hope, love is hard to maintain. A career, after all, is the ability to make money. How much you earn directly determines your options and your level of freedom. Those who don't truly understand the relationship between money and relationships are often those who've had privileged lives, who haven't experienced life's storms. Only by experiencing a lot will you realize that a stable relationship cannot lack the support of a career. Romance can come from random moments, but long-lasting happiness is always the result of rationality. Towards truth, judge people and things in 3 stages. First, evaluate people by their actions. Second, listen to their words to understand their thinking. Third, use intuition to discern right from wrong with just a glance, without needing to say a word. Experienced and widely knowledgeable people don't need complex methods to verify everything. They just need an eye, a word, to understand the essence of the matter. True wisdom isn't about worrying about the future, it's about focusing on seizing the present. Follow the rules. That's how you build real wealth. Fair and square. The world is a vast market, and the core of the market is transaction. Transaction is a game with rules, and the secret to getting rich is to follow those rules. Within the rules, find your own opportunities. Many folks like to challenge the rules, even try to bend them. On the surface, they look smart, but in reality, they're incredibly foolish. Smart people understand that only by respecting the rules can they stand firm in the grand scheme. Those who don't follow the rules will soon be eliminated. Remember, we are all just ordinary people. Don't delude yourself into thinking you're the smartest. If you're not the one making the rules, you need to recognize your place. Follow the game's laws, and find your own path within them. Rules exist for a reason. Understanding the value of rules is true wisdom. Knowing your own limits is a sign of maturity. Instead of challenging history, learn from history to move further. Rule 7. Recalibrate your internal compass. Greed is the root of failure. Giving is the biggest return. What's the nature of being taken advantage of? It's greed. Because you want more, to possess more, to demand more. That's why you fall into difficult situations. Conversely, giving is the biggest return. Contribution not only shows stature but also wisdom. When you stop calculating, stop haggling over every little thing, you'll receive more. The essence of making money isn't harvesting, it's creating value. Those who only talk about harvesting are forever stuck in the poor man's mindset. They only want to receive and are unwilling to give. So they never understand the true logic of transactions. Those who don't understand transactions will forever be trapped in the cage of fate. To survive in society, only those with value have a voice. Make others see you as someone who brings benefits, and you can live a full life. Have you ever fished? What's the secret to success? The bait. If you're unwilling to let others gain a little from you, you'll never catch big fish. Poor people always think they can't let others take advantage of them, while rich people actively create opportunities for others to feel like they're gaining. Payment is how you create benefits for others. Understand this logic, and you'll realize transactions exist everywhere, and you need to become the most valuable bait. Ditch emotion. Embrace logic. The world of logic is simple. The emotional world is complex and ever-changing, while the logical world is simple and follows rules. The nature of history is the endless repetition of human nature's laws. Understanding this, you can maintain stable emotions and logic. Emotional stability is the prerequisite for a stable mood, and a stable mood is the key to making accurate decisions. In life, too many people are swayed in their judgment by a single phrase, a phone call, a book, or even a live stream. These people lack independent thought, they just go with the flow and eventually get lost. The truly strong are logical and sober, not easily influenced by the outside world, and always maintain their independent judgment.